Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some testing with these Titleist RCT Pro V1x golf balls. We're going to be using them with my Garmin Approach R10. And we're going to be comparing it to this Wilson range ball to see if these are really worth it. Supposedly these help with spin. They have little metal strips inside of them so that the Garmin Approach R10 and other golf simulators can measure the spin. I've done videos before where I used my whole bag of clubs, and I did get more distance, it looked like, with the Garmin RCTs compared to just this range ball on the launch monitor. But it was kind of hard to tell if, how much difference I was getting. So I just want to do 10 shots with my driver today. I'm going to do 10 shots with the RCT and then 10 shots with the range ball. And then I think that'll be a better comparison. And in the future, I'll do a comparison with like some irons and just with a wedge. Then we can kind of get a better idea as to how big of a difference or how much more accurate these RCT balls are. The driver I'll be using today is my Ping G430 that I picked up about a year ago, and I've been enjoying that driver. If you want to see a review, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'll put a link down below. Here's my setup in case you're curious. I'm in my garage here. Got kind of rudimentary golf simulator setup. These are my clubs that I've used before to test these balls. Got a 5-wood, my irons there. And then I have my Garmin back here, kind of lined up. It is fairly close to my workbench and to the wall there, which isn't ideal, but that's about just, the space I'm working with. Usually don't have this light here, I just have that there for some extra lighting. I do use a heater in here sometimes. I'm not going to be using it today, but I haven't noticed a difference in how accurate that makes the data. Let's go ahead and hit 10 balls or so with each of the different balls, and then we'll look at the data. All right, guys, here's the data. So with the RCT ball, which is what we're looking at now in the spreadsheet's the only way they let you, or the Garmin app will let you kind of upload your data to your computer. So that's what we have to look at. But here I did 10 shots. My club head speed was looks like 81 was the lowest, and at 85 was the highest. Ball speed, it was saying between 117 and 127, so like a 10 mile an hour. 114 had a real slow one. This one, when you get the zeros like that, that usually means it wasn't able to calculate it. But let's look at the spin rate. When you use the RCT ball, it gives you a measured spin rate. When you look at the yellow ball, it gives you an estimated spin rate. This is the range ball I used. Let's see what the estimated spin rate with this yellow ball was between 2100, a 1900, and a 27. So between 1900 and 3000, that was probably the highest one. Side spin, we'll just do spin rate right now. With the RCT ball, 1700, 2500, so a little bit lower on the spin. There was one estimated here, which was 2 estimated shots, even with the RCT ball. And my setup isn't the best. Or 3 out of 10 ended up being estimated. And my setup isn't the best. It's in a garage, there's a lot of concrete, I'm next to a wall. I'm not super far away from the screen, I'm about 10 feet, which ideally maybe be even further. And let's look at the distance. So with the RCT ball, I think my longest shot was 202 total distance. That was a 167 carry. And then my shortest, 169. These aren't terribly inaccurate numbers. When I play golf, I think, if I hit my drive around 200 yards, I'm usually pretty happy. And then the carry distance, or the total distance rather, is more of what we're looking at. 192, so it's about 10 yards longer of my longest shot. And let's look at the average here. I'll just pull up the average in the app and tell you guys what it was. So the average total with the RCT ball was 186 yards, my average. Let's see what it was. And it was 181, so it was like 5 yards longer over 10 shots with the RCT ball. So this is the estimated spin rate, a little bit higher. The side spin between -26 or -600, -900, and the highest was like right around 500 with the yellow ball. The RCT ball, side spin, fairly similar, like a -800 all the way up to a 687. So not too terribly different. The backspin, 2100, let's see what the low is, 1500, all the way up to around 2500. It's a lot of variation in my shots as well. 1700 with let's see. Yeah, let's see, 1700. So the backspin is what we're looking at now. The yellow ball. Lowest being 1700, 2700. So another about 1,000 there too. So if you're not like a super great golfer, I'm not sure the RCT balls are going to give you a ton of difference, but they are measuring spin versus estimating it with the yellow ball most of the time. So that would be the biggest argument to get the RCT balls. Again, you still can use like just a regular range ball. This one was yellow. Still picks up all this data. Like there's so much data here that I could spend forever talking about it. Like it looks like all the way Y, there's no Z. So A through Y, basically 25 different, or like 24 or so different things. And so that's a lot of data there to crack into, even using just a standard ball. And I imagine seems like you do get a little bit longer distance out of your clubs when you use the RCT ball, but you could also do that by just adjusting the elevation or something on the Garmin R10. That's all I got for you guys this week. I think my recommendation is to buy the RCT balls. They're about $70 for a 12-pack. I think that's worth it for the value you're getting out of them. But again, I wouldn't sweat it if you're just using regular balls with this device. I think you're still getting pretty accurate numbers. But again, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think these are worth buying? I'll put a link down below where you can buy them if you're interested, as well as links to all the stuff I used in the video, including where you can buy a Garmin R10, all the stuff I used to build my golf simulator in my garage. And I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch y'all next time.